Like all NCAA sports, volleyball rule changes are made on a 2-year cycle, and 2019 is not a rule change year. The NCAA Women's Volleyball Rules Committee has created this video to communicate the rule interpretations, clarifications, and points of emphasis for the 2019 season. We will include some of the same visual training and language that is used to train officials who attend the preseason NCAA PAVO national clinics. The committee hopes that if coaches, players, and officials all hear a consistent message, the implementation of these changes will be as uneventful as possible. These are the members of the NCAA Women's Volleyball Rules Committee who met in January 2019. The committee meets in person each January. In even-numbered years, the committee reviews all the rules and considers rule changes for the coming season. In odd-number years, the committee develops rules clarifications, points of emphasis, and discusses new trends and topics submitted by coaches and administrators. Annually, the committee reviews all rule change proposals that have been submitted by coaches and administrators, as well as the results of the coaches' survey and injury reports. In addition to the in-person meeting each January, the committee has monthly conference calls during the volleyball season. Once the Volleyball Rules Committee votes to approve the rule changes, they are sent to PROP, that is Playing Rules Oversight Panel, which is an NCAA committee that reviews rules for all NCAA sports. PROP is charged with considering financial impact, safety issues, or concerns about the integrity of the game. Once PROP approves the rule changes, they are put into effect. One new member of the NCAA Women's Volleyball Rules Committee will start a 4-year term on September 1st. Frederico Santos from UNC Asheville. Let's review the representatives that make up the current committee. There are 8 voting members on the Rules Committee. 4 are from Division I, and there are 2 each from Division II and Division III. A Division II member will be added to the committee in August. Terms for committee members begin on September 1st each year, and there is a staggered rotation of terms, so there will be new members joining the committee each September. The contact information for the committee members can be found on the NCAA website at ncaa.org/playingrules. You may also contact the Secretary Rules Editor, Ann Pufall, who works with the committee to develop the actual rules language and interpretation for the women's collegiate volleyball rules. 2019 Rule Changes. Rule 7.1.2.4. Beginning in 2019, the jersey number must be of a color that is clearly in distinct contrast with the color of the jersey, irrespective of any border around the number. One rule change regarding team uniforms was passed in 2016 and takes effect this season. This change was driven by input from coaches, statisticians, and fans. Coaches were having trouble seeing the players' numbers on scouting videos when the number color was similar to the jersey color, even if the number was trimmed. Requiring the color number to contrast from the jersey color will provide a clearer view of the jersey number for the officials, coaches, scorers, fans, and media. There is another rule change regarding team uniforms that was passed in 2016 and takes effect in the 2019 season. Rule 7.1.3.3. Beginning in 2019, the jersey may contain a single conference logo. The logo may not exceed 3x5 or 4x4 square inches. The conference logo must not obstruct the uniform number. The previous rules language had no restrictions on the size or number of conference logos. This change provides new guidelines for conference logos while ensuring visibility of the uniform number. There have been several requests recently about having an American flag on the team uniform. It is permissible to have an American flag on the team uniform as long as the flag does not interfere with the visibility of the uniform number. Referee points of emphasis. The 2019 NCAA PAVO referee training clinics emphasized referees should take care of the administrative duties early in the season. In particular, the referees were asked to be alert to issues such as late lineup submission, substitutes entering without authorization from the second referee, screening, teams returning late to the court after a timeout or between sets, out of rotation, overlaps. The referees have been asked to enforce these situations early in the season so they do not become an issue during conference or tournament play. Data transmission. There have been several reports of teams using radar guns during matches to gather data. The speed of the serve would be considered statistical data and fall under Rule 6.1.5, which refers to data transmitted from an area not on the bench to the bench. Since the information being transmitted is not audio or video, this is a legal device. Teams may also have a radar gun on their bench. A coach located in any area other than the bench during a match loses all coaching privileges. That would include a coach sitting in the end zone using a radar gun. Insulin pump rule 7.2.4.2. Insulin pumps may be worn during competition. They may have to be covered or padded to remain secure. Intermission, Rule 8.4.2.3.1. If an intermission is used, it occurs between the second and third sets and is no longer than 5 minutes in duration. 2019 interpretation. If the players are leaving the court, starting the clock may be delayed until the players have left the court, maximum of 45 seconds. If the coaches are delayed leaving the court due to media interviews, the same concurrent delay may be used. Promotional activities. Waiver for conference matches only, Rule 8.4.2, 8.4.2.3.1, and 8.4.2.3.5. For conference matches only, the host may use the entire playing area for promotional activities with the following guidelines. For the intermission between all sets, the court must be cleared with a minimum of 30 seconds remaining on the countdown clock. Conferences may determine the length of the promotional activities at their discretion, providing the court is clear with 30 seconds remaining on the countdown clock. The full court may be used for promotional activities only, not spirit squads. If the visiting team's half of the playing area is used, the home team's playing area must be used. Team huddles must be protected from errant balls and objects. All non-conference matches must follow Rule 8.4 without exception. There is no longer a need for a conference to ask for a waiver. Computerized scoring. If you are participating in a match that will be using computerized scoring, it is important to provide a complete list of all players who might participate in the match and ensure the uniform numbers are correct. This will alleviate potential scoring delays. CRS-Player Location Rule 18.1.5.6. Future. While the challenge is being reviewed, the starting players must remain on the court. The non-playing members and bench personnel may approach their sideline outside of the substitution zone. This is the current practice, but it was not in the rules book. The non-starting players and team member may be anywhere in the highlighted location. This will be added to the 2020-2021 rules book as Rule 18.1.5.6. The 2019 season is right around the corner. Good luck as you begin play. And thanks for taking the time to become more familiar with the rule changes, clarifications, and points of emphasis for the upcoming season.